Thank you for agreeing to my interviewing you as an admirable adult in my life. The reason I chose to interview you is because you help people who are trans and the queer community, and you are very kind. I have several questions, and you don't have to answer them all. You might end up answering 2 questions in one. Anyway, if you want to read or skip any of them, we can do that. Just let me know. My teacher will be reading the answers to this interview, and I'll be making a report out of them. I'll ask you at the end if it's okay to share your answers with my class during the group discussions. Now, is there anything you would like to say before we begin?
No.
Oakley dokley. First off, what are some of the values you live by?
Integrity. Integrity and authenticity. I appreciate people who are the same person in all circumstances.
Who were your mentors or someone who impacted your life in a positive way growing up?
I used to work at a summer camp when I was 16, and the program director at the time, during my first year, her name was Vanessa, and she said to me, like, I was having a really hard week once, and she was like, I want you to know that, like, you're not the first person to go through this, and you won't be the last person to go through this. So the best that you can do right now is to make the path easier for the next person. So, yeah. And then the year after, I ended up being the program director assistant, and then the year after that, I was the program director. And the whole time, she kept reminding me of that.
What was the best advice you ever received?
That probably what I just said, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
What are some of the challenges you faced growing up?
I didn't always have a supportive home. Like, my mom supported me, but she just didn't support all of the adventures that I wanted to go on. And we lived in, like, big poverty. And I didn't have a lot of, like, role models for things and people that, like, I wanted to become.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If you could go back in time, what would you change?
Oh gosh. Honestly, like, I don't think I would change anything, because it has led me to today. What I would like to have been different is for younger me to have access to programs like the stuff I run now.
Okay. What was one of the most impactful moments in your life, and why?
When I was 14, my grandpa passed away. We called him Pop, and he was like my very best friend. And so, I had, I think, like, my first big sad after that, and that kind of led me on a trail of, like, figuring out who I was, and then unlearning that, and then figuring out who I am.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What was your biggest accomplishment or something you were proud of?
Coming out. coming out as Wes. When I came out, I like originally I like lost my whole community. I lost my job and lots of loss. But then like coming out as Wes, I learned like a new like security and a new like confidence in like who I actually am.
Can I ask a follow-up question? Can you explain a little bit what it means when you say coming out, if you feel comfortable?
So before I realized, or no, I guess before I identified as Wes, there was like this long journey. Like being assigned female at birth, I lived 25 years pre-Wes. And so at 23, maybe 22, I realized, wow, I actually am a woman who does not like men. And came out as a lesbian, meaning I identified my truth and said it out loud. And then posted a Facebook status because that's what you did back then. And then when I came out as Wes, it was like a slower process of starting experimenting with pronouns, and then a couple years later, like changing my name.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for asking.
Thank you for sharing.
What is the biggest lesson you learned by failing at something or going through a challenging time?
Biggest lesson that I learned, probably after I came out, and I lost like my whole community. Like I said, I lost my job, and I lost like everyone I loved was part of the church. And so when I came out, I lost all that, and something that I learned from that is that I can do hard things, and that I can like live through losing just about everything as long as it doesn't mean that I lose myself.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What was your biggest dream growing up?
To help people.
Okay. If you could live with 3 things, what would they be?
Oh, like items?
I would say so, yeah.
All right, cool. So I sleep with a stuffed buffalo every night. I have since I was 12 or 13, so that's like 20 years. Wow, that's really old. So my stuffed buffalo, my journal, and shorts. I don't want to be naked out there in the world.
No, that would be wrong.
What is your advice for me or younger?
Wait, pause.
Sorry.
To clarify, swim trunks.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, continue. Yeah.
That's an important thing to differentiate.
What is your advice for me or younger or future generations?
That no matter the same thing that Vanessa said to me way back when, that no matter what you go through, you're not the first person to go through it. You won't be the last person to go through it, and the best you can do is make the path easier for the next person.
Okay. So the question I asked at the beginning, are you okay with me sharing these answers out loud in my whole class?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Welcome.
What did you say?
Thank you very much for saying yes to the interview.
Of course. Yes.
And
Thank you.
that'll be $50.
What kind of job interview is this?
I think Wes should get to ask you one question back.
Okay.
All right.
And you have to answer it seriously, not funny.
Okay.
If you were sitting down with 33-year-old Emery right now, what would you want to tell them? Or ask them?
Beg for your room more.
Beg for your room more.
Yes, because I got my room after begging, so.
So you would want to tell them.
Well, I'll probably say do basketball before anything else because then that would save money.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Rad. Thank you.
Deep.
That'll be another $50. I'm expecting payment tomorrow.
Oh, it's